close to starting here. So we're gonna wait a little bit more, 2 or 3 minutes so everyone could join us. So while we wait for that, I want to present myself first for who is here already. I'm Tai. I'm a co-founder of Legalboards, and here with me to help mediate everything, it's Bruna, our customer support. So today we're gonna walk you guys through Legalboards and how we can set up a basic workflow using AI here in Legalboards, apply it for our first minute here at this session, and then we're gonna cover a few more topics. So just wait a little bit more so we can have everyone. I don't want to also hold our time here. Cool. So let's get started. Just a little bit of housekeeping here. If you have any questions during the session, please drop at the questions button here at the Zoom. So Bruna will help me to address those questions during the session. And at the end, we can also have more questions and we could address each one of those. Also, at the end of the session, I can share our calendar link. So if you want to have some more in-depth and tailor-made conversation with us, you can jump into a schedule call with us and we could take this together. Okay, so first of all, I want to review with everyone here what is our topics for today. So today we're gonna spin up a little bit how to create a workflow in 6 seconds. And then we're gonna also talk about the type of integrations we have here at Legalboards. And finally, we're gonna talk about bottlenecks. So how to spotlight our bottlenecks, visual cues that you can have when you implement any source of agile methodology into your practice. And lastly, if we have time, I would like to talk about a new feature that we have launched just a few weeks ago that is related for managed team members in mid-sized firms. So when you have like more than 3 or 4 people, that it's able to manage the same type of activities. We have a new feature to cover this specific need. So if we have time, we're gonna address that. So let's jump in. So I'm gonna share my screen right now. And we're gonna walk together into the onboarding of Legalboards. So as I promised into my email for you guys, we're not gonna have like a presentation or something here. We're gonna use the two together. So when you register an account in Legalboards, after you fill out like those 5 fields that we have there, that is your name, email, and password, when you finish that, you're gonna see a screen like this. And why we have this walkthrough is not only to understand why you decide to use Legalboard, but also it's part of the prompting machine that we have with our AI to build a workflow thinking of those answers here into a combined style. So the first question we have here is, what do you really want to do? You want to improve your visibility, automate work, or you are not sure yet? So I'm gonna focus today into improve my firm visibility because it's one of our topics today. Second, we have here, what is the practice area that you most do? I know has a lot of people that it's more general, do a lot of different type of practice area. And you also can type of that. So this is not a hard field. You can put any type of specific practice area that you want. But today I'm gonna take the family law, let's say the estate planning, and why not immigration. So let's cover those 3 practice areas into our workflow. And next, I need to know our jurisdiction. So I don't know if you guys know Toronto. I am based in Toronto today. And here we go. With all of those questions and also with the prompts that Legalboards have prepared over the 6 years of experience here with creating Kanban and styles workflows for law firms, Legalboards will prepare 3 different workflows options to you choose. So those are examples here. So I have a first one focused on family law. So he creates to me client consultation, legal research, drafting, so mediation. Okay, nice. Looks something that is comprehensive. I would like to change a few stuffs here, but I think overall it's pretty nice. But you also have other options here. So this one he created based on estate planning. Okay, that's an option too. We have the probate application, we have the creditor notification. It's some nice stages here that we can customize later. And here I have a last option that it's based on my immigration practice. Okay, nice, but I'm gonna select my family law because this is how I built my speech for today. So what is the process here? Why we are bringing this Kanban style for your practices. Each one of these columns here represents a stage into a timeline of your matters. So if you think into a client's perspective, I know a lot of consultants in legal talk a lot about this, and we have a lot of material in Legalboards website about it too, that is the client-centric mindset. So think about the client joining to your firm. He calls, he sends an email or do something. What is the process and how you can slice that into medium-sized buckets. This helps a lot to understand how your firm's functioning. So those are the columns that we address here. And then we have the files, it's the cards. So the cards represent the activity, the client, the needs that you need to address in that timeline. We are talking today and over Legalboards, we are talking about legal practice. So here it's our files, our matters, our clients, but also could be any type of work. And you could use this even for administrative needs. Nice. So now I could invite someone. I can invite Bruna. She's my first hand here. And that's it. Now, what do we have? Legalboards could be a standard launch solution. So you don't really need to import or integrate or do any type of that. But we know that different clients has different needs. Clio, it's good in some items, Filevine in others, MyCase in others. So each one of the firms that we have been working together has different needs of case management system. So that's the beauty here. You could use Legalboards integrated with all of those case solutions. And if you have one very specific that is not pre-built in our application, we could talk about that. But here, you could use Legalboards as a layer of your case management. So imagine that you have your case management as your database and are your client information, timing trees, matter data, it's everything collected there. And you could have like a source of truth of everything. And then you add a layer of legal ops on that. And you add Legalboards. So that's why we have those integrations here. So that's one of my topics for today is you can select one of those case managements here and run the automation here to synchronize everything. Or you could use Legalboards. Of course, I'm gonna select Legalboards for today. And here is just confirming that I have select Legalboards. So I'm gonna finish my onboarding here. And what do we have? This is Legalboards. This is the first screen of Legalboards. I just got into my account. I have full access to all my accounts. Your free trial account is about 7 days. If you need more time, because we know the time is short for everyone, you can drop a message to us and we can add for some extra times for you. But here, what do we have? We have our workflow that AI built to us directly here into this workflow, also with some comments that will help my team members to know what represents each one of those stages. But now what we need to do is we need to add our files here. So as I select Legalboards as a core option here, I need to import my files here. So if I have a spreadsheet organize all of my clients, I could send that to Legalboards and Legalboards will import to me. But I could just type. I could just come here and say, well, if I have integration with Clio, I could just type my client's name or number or any information that you have about your file, even in Clio, MyCase, PracticePanther, FileVine, and so on. You could type here and just add a new file here. But as we are in a new account here, I'm going to create by myself. So let's take a look at these options here to add. We have three options here when you are in a professional plan or in a trial account. You have the option of create a new contact. That is for new clients that jump into my firm and I want to register them here. You also can create a new matter, that is your file. And you also can create notes. So it's not related with a client or anything. This is related with your activities, administrative activities. Well, as I am at my client consultation stage, what makes sense for me is, well, I should create a new contact here because this is not a hire contract yet. So this is a contact here. This is my family law case. So I'm gonna register here Bruno as again. And also I can put here her email, her name, phone number. You also can create custom fields here, but we don't have time for that. So let's just save this contact here. Now that I have this new contact in my workflow, I know I can run several activities here. I can open this contact here and I can have tasks, time entries. I can have custom informations. I can follow my timeline for that. And you also can finally convert to a matter. Well, that's the strategy here. And now we are ready to just start typing our files or import our files here to this workflow and see the final stage of our talk today. That is when you have this in place and you put on your information inside, you start to have some dashboard visibility, not on something, not a system that you need to fill out with information. The goal of filling the lines here, the columns here with your own information give to you a dashboard visibility. So now let's play that. I just add everything that I need for this firm. I put all my clients, all my files, I integrate with something and everything is filled out. So now we're probably gonna have a visibility like that. Each one of my cards here, I can visualize my clients, I can visualize my contacts, and I can see key informations with this visibility. So what is the first key information that a Kanban style brings to me? And it's very easy to visualize. When you look to this workflow, if you think that this is a firm with about 3 team members working here at this family law case, you can see that, well, we might have a bottleneck here at the legal research, right? We have 5 files here. We just have a new one coming here today because this is new. And I just have 3 people working here. So I might need help. And this is something that you can address before some files slip to the cracks. That's the real goal of implement Kanban and agile methodologies into firms, is to help you visualize what is really important. Like another visual cue that is really important for us is, well, the red, right? We have an urgent label here and an overdue tasks here. Well, this is not good. So this helps you to look for those insights. We have a lot of automations related to that. So when a file is stuck here for over 4 days, we have automations running here and helping you with that. So it's not only using the system, but also having the system giving answers to you just to look at them. Well, now what I want to talk about is I want to talk about tasks. So this is my family law workflow. I have those client intakes here, so I know those clients need to work on first consultation tasks or welcome mail that I need to send, and I have all that addressed. Here I have my legal research, and also I have a bunch of different tasks that I need to run here. Like, for example, I should run initial legal issues task. I also have a defined research objective. So I have a trigger process here that is when it's in legal research, this case should have a bunch of deliverables inside. So to look at that, you always can come here, open individually each one of those files and go into tasks and analyze the tasks that you have here for this file. But what I think is really powerful is when you have the second most useful visibility we have here in Legalboards, that is the tasks. So here at the tasks, what we're gonna see is all of our tasks, everything in just one place and with real status attached to. So what we have here is if it's a client contact, if it's a matter, if it's a legal research, if it's a billing process, doesn't really matter. You just have one place that you can see who is the assignee of this activity, who is the reporter of this activity, and you can look that, well, we are overdue. We have some alarms here saying that we are really overdue with a bunch of different activities here. So this helps you to address right away specific points here. So let's dive in a little bit here in this page. What we have here is all the tasks that we have for our firm divided into stages, also stages. We really like Kanban in all of the places here. So here is the second stage of my workflow. And I have those columns here that it's for my tasks. So it's not my file. My file is following my family law workflow timeline, and that's fine. Here it's my activities. Here I can see that those two tasks here is not on my plate. It's not on my firm plate. It's waiting external. I also can see here as a partner that I have two tasks that is stuck. So, and one of those it's overdue. So I need to talk with those people and help them to finish those tasks. I also can look to this in progress here and come on, Tina, it's doing two tasks at the same time. This is not reasonable, right? So I might need to talk to her and see what is she's really working right now. And here you can see a full visibility of your activities of the week or of across all the matters you have. Another visual cues that I really like here, it's those colors. So you can see right away when something is overdue. Another thing is you can see those rings we have here in a few files. This is our checklists. So I'm gonna open one of the tasks here and we can see how this checklist work. So when you create a task, depends the task, depends who is gonna handle this task. You might need to have specific items that you want this person address when she's working in this activity. So you can break this down into a checklist and you can make that every time you have something happens, you create a task, identify legal issues, and this task will have this checklist. This helps you not only to have the people accountable about the items that they need to finish, but when you are looking to this as a dashboard, you can see that, well, she's close to finish. She completes all the check items, so she's probably just wrapping up. So this is one of the visual cues we have here for tasks as well. So now the last item that I want to address here before we leave the last 10 or 5 minutes to questions, it's about pushing tasks and different concepts that we have for Agile when it's related to assigning tasks. So I'm gonna back to my first workflow, my family law workflow. And let's say that I am the partner of this firm and Tyler called me just now and say, hey, I don't have an answer about that in about 3 days and I need someone help me with that. Okay, no problem. I don't have a specific person that I want to address this follow-up with this client because it's something that it's easy for some paralegal, go to the file, pick up all the information and send to them, or what else. So what we can use here, and it's one of the methodologies that it's really recommend for some agilists, I would say, people that it's into agile concepts, is you start to pushing tasks to your team and saying, hey, Tina, hey, Bruna, you have all of those 20 tasks. And you start to putting those tasks into buckets. And you could create those buckets here or squads. So here in Legalboards, we call squads. So here in settings, I have those squad management. And I can create my squads here. So I have my squad of paralegals. And here I have Megan and Alex. I also have a squad of attorneys. It's Ty, Becky, and Katie. So when I define those squads, I could start to putting those tasks that I have, like do a follow-up with a client, into those squads. And people could look into those tasks and know that they are a paralegal. Those tasks are showing to them as they are one of the possible assignees, and they can fish those tasks. So one of the examples that I want to give here is this idea that we are talking. This client requests a document or request a follow-up. And when I create a new manual task here, we don't even need to talk about automation right now, but when I create a new task here, I could select instead a user, a specific person. I could say, no, it really doesn't matter. I just need any of paralegal into the next week, give a follow-up with this client. So we could address everything they need. So I send this task to them, I put this task as a to-do, and I save this task to my squad. So if I come here, I can see now I have a task to Alex, but I also have a task to my paralegals. And how this translates to the paralegals side of view. When the paralegals look to their general tasks, what they can see is, hey, this task is showing up to me, but it's not addressed to someone yet. If I am free of work right now, I could fish this task and start work on them. This is a great way that when you have a task that is not addressed to a person specific, you have your team going and pulling tasks for themselves. And when they do this, system will ask, hey, you want to fish this task for you? And yes, I can fish this task to myself. And later we could run reports to know who is fishing more tasks, who is picking up tasks that was for squads and not for a specific assignee. Well, I talk a lot and for a long time. I want to know now if someone has questions and we could address here.
Hi, Tai. We got 3 questions in here, and I think you can address them better. So the first question that we have is from Allison, and she's asking about the Clio synchronization, if Clio is able to talk back with Legalboards when we change matter stages in Clio.
Oh, okay. So matter stage, the feature is a new feature in Clio from last year, I think, that it's matter stage. Unfortunately, they didn't open a sync opportunity with this system yet. So we can't synchronize Legalboard stage with Clio stages. But what we have solved for a few clients is instead you use Clio stages, some of our clients like to use a custom field with the stages in Legalboards. So in Clio, you're gonna have a field that is called Legalboard stages. And when you are looking to the file in Clio, you're gonna see the same stage here in Legalboards, that is the column.
That's great. We have another question from Betsy, and she's asking that they have one card for each municipal client, and she wants to know how does she can set a filter where she can see all the tasks that was assigned for the client, regardless of who is the reporter and the assignee, on only one screen. I believe that's the task dashboard.
Yeah, I think what is the source? It's here at the filters. You can also filters by your cards. So you can search about your matters here, you can search about your contacts here, and you can use this information to filter this visibility. So you can see only the files here. Oh, sorry. Another option also could be here when you are looking to the file. So let's pick one that has tasks, right? And here you should have this button here, task boards. So when I click in this button, you're gonna see all the tasks for this specific file.
That's great. We have another question from Allison, and she's asking if that is the same within MyCase, or does the synchronization changes? And she's asking about matter stage, but
Yeah, MyCase use the matter stage as a custom field already. So it's something that we have integrated with a few clients. If it's not showing up at your dashboard here of the file, if it's not showing up here, you can talk with our team because it's something that we have few clients. So it's gonna show here the stage in MyCase as well.
okay. We have another question from a very well-known client, Christine Carr. And
Oh,
she's asking, she's asking if a client can get stuck on a stage with a checklist in which not everything has been checked, but that they have to move on to the next stage. And sometimes their cases are between stages, and she wants to know if they can move forward even though not all of the items have been checked.
exactly. Yes, you can. And this is normal. This happens a lot. And it's important to know that all the tasks will show the cards here, these little buttons here. So even if I move my card to the next column, those two tasks here will keep showing up, and even I have more tasks being addressed here. So you can have full visibility of your tasks, doesn't matter the stage they are.
So I think that covers all of the questions that we received.
Amazing. So nice. So if you want to jump into a one-on-one session with us, you can schedule a demo session. We're gonna send an email for everyone that's joining us today with all the links that we have shared here. So the demo session link and also the register link, so you can sign up and start to test right away. And that's it. So nice to have everyone for a coffee. I still have my coffee a little bit hot, it's not that. But thank you for everyone.